Shab's an orphan. Most of my favorite characters are. Love you
Test. Happy 2020. Today I am back in Wilmington at school, and I never really film in my room for some reason, so we're doing it today. And I'm doing a New Year video. For my next 2 videos this month, I am doing videos on how to improve yourself for the new year, because I kind of mentioned this in the intro that you just saw, but I feel like 2019 really was a year of self-growth for so many people. Just kind of taught me self-love, inner peace, finding that, keeping it, battling fears, anxieties, doubts, and stuff like that. For me, it just got me more excited to keep growing in myself, as cheesy as that sounds. So I thought I would just make a couple videos addressing things like that, and I thought what better time than now, since we're ringing in the new year. Last year I did a video of 10 things you should do every day in 2019, and you seemed to really love it. I wanted to do a 2020 version, so I've got some tips for just overall improving your life, and hopefully you guys get some use out of this. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get started. All right, so hopping right in. My first tip for you guys might sound a little bit weird, but I have personally seen amazing results with this. My tip for you guys is to visualize every single night. I'm not gonna get all philosophical here, but the last thought on your mind before falling asleep is what you take with you through the rest of the night, and that's going to be put into your subconscious mind. So I think it's super important to never go to bed upset or angry, or try not to go to bed sad. Obviously there are points in our lives where not everything's gonna be going well, and you might go to sleep just feeling awful about life, but do your best to just evoke some sort of feeling of gratefulness or any emotion that you want to feel more, something positive, and try to fall asleep to that. You never want to go to bed upset. Never. Even if you've had an awful day, do the best that you can to just go to bed, kind of relax your body, take a few deep breaths, and just lay there holding that feeling. And as cheesy and like new age as that sounds, it's something that people have been doing for years and years. It can literally change your life. If you just go to bed every night feeling grateful, even for things that you don't yet have, just feeling grateful for the life that you have and for the blessings that you want to experience, try it for yourselves. You're probably like, this girl, what is she talking about? Okay, tip number 2 is to sleep with your phone not next to your bed. Now this is something I want to start doing this year, because I always sleep with my phone right on my nightstand, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I am trying to wake up earlier this year. And I think the only way for me to actually get up is if I have my phone on the other side of the room, and when the alarm goes off, I'm forced to get up and turn it off. Because if not, I will press snooze and just go back to sleep. And kind of related to that, I saw Matt Davella do this. Is it Davella or Davello? Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, it's Davella. Okay. He made a video at some point where he put his phone across the room, and then he put a full glass of water by that every night before he went to bed, and then when he turns off the alarm, he just guzzles that whole glass of water. I think that's a great idea. I want to start doing that in 2020 because I don't think I drink enough water. There, I said it. I don't drink enough water. I'm gonna try to have my phone charge across the room and have a full glass of water next to it, so as soon as I click the off button on my alarm, drink that water down, and boom. Metabolism activated, hydration activated. Join me if you want. Tip number 4 is about negative thoughts, anxiety, fear, and all that. 2019 specifically brought out a ton of beliefs about myself and doubts and anxieties that I never knew were inside of me, and I didn't want to just cover them up and hide them away, because I know that that is not a healthy way to cope with things like that. In order to overcome anxieties and fears and self-doubt, you have to address it head on. There's no way to cover it up, or else it's gonna come back later and hurt you even more. So what I've learned that helps me so much is if all of a sudden I have just this like gut drop of a negative thought in my mind or anxiety that makes me feel sick to my stomach, let me know if you relate to that, because sometimes anxiety pops up out of literally nowhere, even if I'm feeling fine and everything is going well in life. I'm just like, where did this come from? I found that fighting those thoughts only makes things worse, because when you force something out, it only wants to stay longer. I've learned this specifically from a YouTuber, Joseph Ally. The best thing to do is just accept them and let them pass. I posted something on my Instagram story today about that, actually. Follow me if you're not already, because I'm really trying to grow my Instagram this year and post amazing things. But I posted a quote this morning that says, feel what you need to feel and then let it go. Do not let it consume you, which I love loved, and it's so true. You have to just let the feeling come, allow yourself to feel it, and then set it free. So me personally, if negative thoughts come up, I'll feel them wherever it physically is like affecting me. It's usually in my stomach, and then I'll just kind of close my eyes and stop thinking about whatever is making me anxious and just focus on the feeling it gave me. And I'll just take a few deep breaths. You just let that feeling dissolve within you and carry on with your day. It's easier said than done. It took me a lot of practice to do that, and I've gotten a lot better at it. I'm still working on it. Sometimes they still come up and I have trouble getting rid of them, but the key is to just keep practicing, have patience with yourself, be gentle with yourself, and eventually you're gonna retrain your brain to just think positively for the most part. Next tip. It sounds so obvious, but I have to remind myself of this all the time. Put your clothes away. Just put them away. I am awful at this. I'll get dressed in the morning, pick out an outfit, and there are clothes all over my floor because I can't decide what to wear. And then I just don't put them away, and then my room just gets messier and messier throughout the week. Try to just pick them up every day at the end of the day. That way you don't have as big of a mess to clean later, and your room is just more tidy. Overall, probably keeping you more organized. All this disorganization is for a different day. That's kind of going against what I'm explaining, but stay tuned for the video that I make where I reorganize my entire closet. That's coming hopefully soon. The walls are too thin. Everybody can hear everything you say in this house, and I feel awkward filming when other people can hear me. Okay, you know what? I have to just get over this. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm just now realizing that I already said this tip last year, and I was trying to make all new. Well, okay. Last year I said you should floss every day, and I didn't even follow my own advice. But I've already started flossing this year on a regular basis, and I want to keep it up. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it again in case you didn't see last year's video. If you did, I'm sorry, it's the same thing twice. But you should floss every day, just every night, maybe even a couple times a week. The dentist will be proud of you. Might as well do it. It doesn't even take long. That's also just reiterating to myself why I need to do it every single day. My next tip is to take vitamins. This is obviously not gonna be for everyone because everyone has different healthcare needs. I'm not a doctor, but obviously best to get your nutrients in a natural way from food. But if you can't always do that, especially in college, it can be more difficult. Taking some supplements can really help. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I'm just talking about some vitamins that I like. I just ordered some of the Love Wellness vitamins. I got Bye Bye Bloat. Then I've been taking 2 of these in the mornings. It's called Good to Glow. So I'm trying to take these every day just to get in a healthy routine, get some good vitamins in my body. I don't know. I just thought I'd include this in the video to share with you what I've been doing. This next tip is super obvious. It's probably in like every single video that has this similar topic, but it's to be active a little bit every single day. I also mentioned this in last year's video as well, but you just want to keep your body in motion. Obviously not every single day you're going to be able to work out. Last year I didn't work out as much as I wanted to, but I'm not beating myself up for that. If you didn't know, I'm trying the Chloe Ting 2-week ab workout. I'm making a whole video about that, so subscribe, stay tuned for my results. I'm currently on day 3. I've been at the gym the past 3 days in a row. It doesn't even have to be for a long time. Even if you just do an at-home like 5-minute workout video, it's better than nothing. Anything to just stay a little bit active, your body is gonna thank you for that later. Number 9 is something that I really want to start doing this year as well. It's to spend an hour without your phone. It can be so easy to just get distracted when I'm doing my work, or I just start scrolling mindlessly through Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube or anything like that. And I think it's good to just set your phone aside, whether you're doing your homework and you just don't want any distractions, or if your friends are over, if you just put your phone away and be present, focus on just your friends. I think it's good to just not always have your phone with you and be mindful of just not being on your phone too much. And then my last tip for this video, it's gonna sound like one of those cheesy things that I say. I'm into this kind of stuff lately, but my mom got this book called something with delight. I'm not sure, I'll have to ask her. The author, every day he wrote a short essay about something that was delightful to him that day, which I thought was such a cool idea because it kind of trains your brain to look for little simple things that just bring you some joy. Finding joy in the simplest things is something I admire in people, so that's what I've been trying to do this past year and really for a long time. So I encourage you guys, when you're going about your daily lives, to just pay attention to the small things and really appreciate them when they make you smile or make you happy, and then maybe jot it down in a journal or write it down in the notes on your phone. And you may ask, why would I even bother writing it down? But I think it's a good way to just express some thoughts. Journaling is just so good for you anyway, and you can journal about anything you want. Maybe just making a habit of jotting down some of those things that bring you joy is a good thing to look back on if you're not feeling so good. I don't know, it's probably corny, but I just think that's kind of Sweet. So anyway, those are my 10 tips for things you should do every day in 2020. Let me know in the comments down below if you have anything that you think we all should do every day just to better ourselves, because I would love to hear. And also let me know if you try any of these things out. Also, I'm gonna start doing this thing in my videos where I do a shout out of the week. So I'm gonna have a pinned comment down below with a question and you guys can respond, and I'm gonna choose someone to feature at this point in the video next week. Also, please be sure to follow my Instagram if you guys want to see more of my life. Like I said, I'm really trying to grow it in 2020 and post really fun stuff. And subscribe to stick around for more videos. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for sticking around to this point. I love you, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.